Boom! What it be, what it do, my players? It's your boy Cousin Roy. Welcome to another episode of Talking Manchester. Holy fish nuggets. Ladies and gentlemen, I am absolutely pumped today, and for good reason. We have the biggest match of the season coming up on Sunday. Yes, two of the most informed teams are about to play this Sunday at 9 o'clock. We finally got our very own prime time after so long of playing at bloody 2 a.m. and 1 a.m. and freaking 12:30 a.m. in the morning. Manchester United and Manchester City are about to play the blockbuster match. Nobody's going to watch Netflix. Nobody's going to be watching Disney. Nobody's going to be watching anything other than this game. There's going to be 750 million people tuning in. I am going to be one of them. This has probably got to be a defining game in this season for several reasons. Undoubtedly, we are now the both two of the most informed teams in the Premier League. I don't think anybody can argue with that. You cannot put Spurs in here. You cannot put Arsenal because we destroyed their momentum, and Liverpool are out of sorts. The only team right now that is playing absolutely killer football, I think, is Manchester City. I got to give them props. To have this bloody crazy guy Haaland in there up front seems to have just completed them, made them so incredible. The boy can score from everywhere. And we had a little bit of stats for you today. We should bring in later on where you can see how Kevin De Bruyne might be the guy to watch. But we're going to get all of that in. I want to thank you all for tuning in. However, when it comes to things like this, you don't do it alone. You need a partner in crime. You need to be rhyming. You need to be criming all over the streets. So that's why I got my number one homeboy in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up. Stand up! Let's make some noise, baby. Let's turn the sound up, baby. Junson's in the house, man. We don't turn it down. We don't turn it down. We turn the sound up.
What's up?
We turn it up. Hey, look,
All
man.
the way, man. All the way up, man. All the way
go,
up.
oh, shit. You go 11. Look, Macaulay Culkin went to 11. We went to, oh, shit, 12. Okay? We ain't going to go 11. We go 12. We're turning up the volume to 12 this Sunday, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me at 10:30. We'll be live after the game. The game's at 9 o'clock. We'll finish before 11. We have no problem going on live that time. I'm definitely going to go on to react to the game. Now, we're going to jump very, very quickly into this. Right down here, I see I put the head-to-head, and it's not an even split at all. We played 188 matches, 82, whatever, 84, whatever. As you can see down there, Manchester United, let it just come up here, sorry. Okay, Manchester United have won, I think, 57 times. All right, and then 77 times. City won
57. We won
times.
77 times. Yep.
In the past few seasons, it's obviously been, it's favoring them most of the time. However, what I want to say is this: if there was ever a time where we were going into a match against the informed team, I'm looking at ourselves like now, like the teams like of the past who are trying to challenge the Manchester United of old in the 90s. Us coming in, being like a Chelsea, being like a like even at one point I think Charlton Athletic also were there, being like Arsenal, being like Bradford, being like what's the Tony Pulis team, Stoke. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
You know what I'm
Stoke.
saying?
It's been a while, man.
Yeah, we finished 7 and 8. I mean, we finished 7 and 8. So I'm thinking we're going into this match. I can't be thinking, we Manchester United, we the shit, we 20 Premier League. Hell no. I'm going in there with massive humility, knowing very well that we've lost this momentum. Now, let's be honest, man. Back in the day, we had 4 weeks of no football, all right? 2 weeks this one, 2 weeks because the Queen passed away. God bless her soul. And God save England, man. They're going down the toilets, but that's politics. We don't give a shit.
Yep.
4 weeks without football. And at that time, when things were going well, man, we had the 3 main words that Cousin Roy loves, the 3 alphabets that Cousin Roy lives by. Because Cousin Roy's favorite guy, the Dark, lives by these. I tell you, every game I was seeing us playing, we were playing well back then. We had hell of a lot of violence. I miss her having that violence, man. Having that Paul Scholes get that wrist miss, get a red card, or Roy Keane breaking legs, or Vidic coming and just going straight into taking off this striker's legs, sweeping
Tackling with his head.
tackling with his head, all kinds of crazy shit. We had that. We had some violence there with Lisandro Martinez, with Scott McTominay killing it there in the defense and midfield. Then we started to get some speed. That's the S, the second word, the second alphabet. We had speed. We started running. We started tiring out opponents. We started getting goals on the counter and started pressing.
And running.
Non-stop. And finally, we got violence, we got the V, we got the S, we got the speed. And then what came from violence and speed? Momentum. There's VSM, baby. There's Dr. Disrespect right across my chest right here. I'm a
Mhm.
Dr. Disrespect guy. There's VSM. We had the momentum. And everyone was afraid of us having that momentum, how we were going to play against them, whether we're going to be shit united or we're going to be disunited. And all of that gone away for the past 4 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to start our conversation here on minute number 5. Preamble is done. I have some concerns. A little bit concerned, like everybody came back from the international break. Nobody is injured, except the one fella. I cannot say I hope for our players to get injured, but the one fella that nobody mind. No mind. Sorry. Try to do my last samurai. Mind the people. uh,
See,
mind the sword. Mind the fan.
it's like
No.
Voldemort. Even by saying the name, you choke. You know, the dark force.
Maguire is thinking of me. Maguire had a hamstring injury. Bro, how, like, you all you fans, your prayers were answered. Lah. I know all of you were worried. Man, I was worried. I put it
Mhm.
up there. My yo, I'm praying like this. I saw that picture on social media I had today. Everyone was like this, praying that Varane won't get injured when he came back. Guys, I'm
No,
glad he didn't.
he missed the game that day, right? I think he didn't play. But
He
I
did,
thought, oh, you're injured. I thought you're
oh,
injured. But I thought, oh no, they're just
he
resting.
came out. Oh, resting. Oh, okay, because I thought Lisandro picked up an injury, but then he came
Mm,
out as a sub.
mm,
So we have Rashford didn't go, Sancho didn't go, so they're both well rested. Good for us.
mhm.
But everyone else came back without injury except Harry Maguire, bro.
And a lot of them came back with high in confidence. Our
Except for the
our
English players, correct. So
our
what do you think?
defense all came back high in confidence.
I'm confident it was great for us. So now,
And
what do you think about
mm,
us? About what I said about us? Like we had the violence, we had the speed, we had
mhm.
the momentum, but we've lost that. Do you think that would be a factor going into Sunday?
No, I don't think so. Ten Hag will give them go into that mode because especially those players that's actually that didn't go for the international break, they are going to be pulling the team. And the thing is, a lot of those key players, they perform during the international break. And I wouldn't say that we didn't have football. We did have the Europa League, and that kind of gave us a little bit of a momentum because initially, Ten Hag wanted to play the second string team against I think the Sheriff team, the Moldovan team. But because the Premier League game was called off, he decided to fill his full team. So the thing is that itself, because he said we need to get the players playing, and they're playing. So I wouldn't say we lose momentum. It's just that we have lesser games compared to the other teams lah. But I wouldn't really say we lost momentum.
I'm a bit concerned because like let me see. Malaysia played okay. Malaysia
Mm.
played well. Bruno did all right. Didn't score a goal. Came close. Ronaldo, okay.
But
Ronaldo
Bruno assisted two
assisted.
goals. Mm.
Now
And Dalot scored.
Ronaldo, yeah.
Ronaldo did
The second
really, but
game,
he got his nose gone. You know, he had to go for
you know,
I don't know.
this thing like, thank God we don't have a striker problem. Like,
Yep.
but actually, I'm guys. You know what? I'm kind of trying to get some structure in here, but I feel like I'm jumping all over the place. You know what?
Mhm.
Forgive me. Screw it. I'm just gonna go with the feel and fuck the flow.
Yep.
Martial is still injured. Let me just go with my heart today. Screw the tacticals and all the. I have everything here, but you know what? I want to speak off the cuff, lah.
Let's
Fuck the
talk,
plans,
man.
lah, bro.
Go with the heart, man.
Let's go with the heart. Let's just go with the heart. Fuck the plans. Now, bro, I was just checking the thing just now before we came on, right? Checking out the
Mm.
news and all that, trying to get some good thoughts across. The one thing that suddenly came across my purview was, where the fuck is Marshall? Bro, this guy has been out for so long, man. He's
I
still
think
out.
I
He's
think he only
missing.
played only one game, right? Then after he got injured
Yeah,
again.
yeah. He's been out for so long. He hasn't played at all. I feel like seems like we have kind of like a mini striker crisis. Like Ronaldo, yeah, great, all that, but still seems a bit out of sorts. When I saw that game against the second one, Portugal against Spain, the one they lost 1-0.
Mm-hmm.
87th minute goal, fine, no problem. The guy lapse of concentration, no problem. Ronaldo not sharp, brother. The
Mm.
passing touch
Not
him, bro.
at
Like
all.
ah,
I saw the comments today, and I think I can't remember which news headlines. They say that Ronaldo is starting to look at like his age.
oh, that's bang on.
Yeah, he's
That
starting to look
that
like his
sums it up.
age. He looks like he's 38 now. Eh,
You know,
Slow
slow,
and
inaccurate passes,
inaccurate passes.
weak.
Weak.
I'm like, Bro, what's up? Did he really get injured? Was that whole thing about the preseason thing and the injury? Was it? Sorry, they say it was a family personal matter,
Hmm.
right? I'm wondering whether it really was an injury, and they kept it under wraps. You know, they don't want
Hmm.
people to know. Number one, number two. I thought by okay, you didn't have preseason and all that. Fine. I thought by now you might have been up to speed. Doesn't look like it.
Hmm.
Now going against City with that defense, with Martial out, nobody out, everybody out, only Rashford up there.
But
I don't know
apparently,
lah.
they say that Rashford is also not training that day, right? Today, I just
Oh,
there's this new this update today. They said Rashford, Maguire, Marshall, Man United roundup and expected return dates.
so they
Mm.
okay. So Rashford is also out, is it now?
Thigh injury.
Oh, confirm ah. Oh my god. If
But we have to wait for his the Ten Hag's press conference. I think he may come back. He may come back.
okay, you know what? Then there's definitely. I'm glad we brought that up.
Hmm.
How are we going to play and try and get a win against City because we're playing in City in Etihad
Hmm.
without a goddamn striker? Let's talk about this. Chat, what do you all think, chat? We don't have, if Rashford is out, Ronaldo's out of sorts. I believe we may still start with Ronaldo.
Hmm.
But sadly, I got to be honest, then you take this after this,
Hmm.
Junsen. It's like, I feel he ain't going to do shit.
Agreed. I
Honest.
mean, agreed. But again, I would not really want to write Ronaldo off at all because we know that this guy's a fighter, and we know that he knows that this is a very important game, not just for the team but for himself as well. He had a horrible time playing for Portugal the international break. He had a horrible time, the last few games, but he did had his first goal that day in the penalty.
Penalty.
Yeah. So the thing is that might actually kind of give him a little bit of a confidence boost. And the thing is for Ronaldo, he don't need half a chance. I mean, now maybe he does need half a chance, um, but you know that with his experience, with his skills, with his knowledge, he's able to actually create something out of nothing. If we actually create that chance for him, and he will, he may come
I
through.
I think it'll be very hard against this City defense. I know the City defense don't have their Ake, so a little bit injured now. But the other two guys, they came in and filled in. They're playing very well. Way. Our attacking force is pretty good right now. I think
Hmm.
Sancho's playing with some confidence. The interview that Bruno had that day with the Athletic, he kind of revealed some stuff also about what was happening in the team. This is what he
Hmm.
said. We didn't react to it. We didn't have a show last week, right?
Yep.
So this is what he said. He said there was a time that on the pitch that we were arguing with each other. For example, he and Malasia. He was shouting, Malasia is playing left back, he's playing right wing. He was shouting
Hmm.
at Malasia because the interviewer asked him, why are you always so expressive? Why are you always showing your petulance and all that while on the pitch? Okay, and why are you always with the referee? He said, that's how I am. And when I tried toning it down, okay, it didn't work.
Hmm.
Number one. Number two, I'm Manchester United. Everyone's watching us. So they say, oh, I'm always talking with the referee. But he named Bernardo Silva. He named Bernardo Silva. He named one Chelsea fella. He named two Liverpool players, all of whom he said were always in the goddamn referee's
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah.
But nobody says anything about it. Fernandinho also, he said, would always do that. So he said everyone's in the referee's ears. That's why he's
Hmm.
always talking on the pitch. Okay, it's what he does. He and the Manchester United teammates were arguing last season. So sometimes when he's shouting and he's saying something like he did to Malasia, Malasia shouted back at him. Now, if I'm a senior, I'll fucking punch your face
Hmm.
after the thing. But he went him, he grabbed his face and
Hmm.
said, listen, when I'm shouting at you, I'm not scolding you. But it's so fucking loud in the stadium. I'm on the right wing. You are playing left back. The distance is too far away. So when I'm shouting at you, look at me because the shift of the play in the Leicester game was everyone was shifting to the left,
Hmm.
right? If Malasia had looked up, even for 1 second, he would have seen Bruno on the far. He could have switched the ball over there very quickly. They could have got a counter and a goal. He didn't look up. Then he said, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Another incident he gave in the interview was he and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire shouted at him, hold the ball. Don't pass the ball quickly once he pass it to you in midfield. This fella didn't listen. He took it. He passed it back quickly. The fella stole the ball, almost scored a goal. He shouted back at Harry Maguire. He said, why are you talking, man? Don't shout at me, man. Fuck you, whatever. Halftime came as they were walking off. He ran to Harry Maguire and said, bro, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry when I shouted at you, man. You know, I shouldn't have done that.
Hmm.
That's what you call accountability. So I'm thinking, okay, all that petulance and all that shit, raising arm, all last season, he did
Mm-hmm.
admit at one point it was too much. But now the reason he's doing it is because for communication. Now I'm looking at this as a huge improvement as far as the team is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
right? But when it comes to whether this guy can unlock Sancho, sorry, he told Sancho also at one point he was supposed to pass the ball. These were three incidences of fights that happened in the
Mm-hmm.
pitch.
Mm-hmm.
They ran one on one with the keeper against Chelsea. Instead of passing the ball to Rashford, I remember that. The game. Instead of passing the ball to Rashford, he went and shot. He told him, "You scored today, lucky, but next time, no two. You fucking pass because that's a sure goal." Now I'm thinking all this. I'm thinking, oh damn man, this guy is my fucking captain.
He's the Michael Jordan, man. Remember you watched? He screamed at everyone. He wants perfection. He's like Henry, lah.
He wants everybody on board.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm listening to it, I think, damn man, that's my captain right there.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
Harry Maguire said that, they'll tell him fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody will be listening to him. But now, can this guy, with us having a striker crisis up front, have Sancho and Anthony maybe try to unlock the City defense? I feel the City guys are very heavy runners.
Mm-hmm.
They run and run and run and run and run non-stop. That if Christian Eriksen and McTominay, who I think will start, don't get their shit together,
Mm-hmm.
we're fucked. Because Ronaldo is not. I don't know whether Ronaldo might play a bit more deeper to play a bit more defensive, especially in the first few minutes. But I don't know, lah. I don't. I'm not. I don't feel very confident. I feel we might
Um,
get a draw, but I don't feel very confident.
I mean, coming back, looking at the statistics, right? I mean, we have to really look out, especially against City, because coming back to it, they score a lot of goals during the last quarter of the game. So I think that's when the team are all tired. That's when the team are all losing concentration, and that's where they will kill. So because if now looking back at the stats, right, most of their goals are okay. You see, first 15 minutes, 2 goals, 16 to 30th minute, 3 goals, 31st to 45 minute, 1 goal, and then 46 to 60th minute, 3 goals, 61st to 75th minute, 3 goals, 76 to 90th minutes, 4 goals. So you see, they are the type of players like you say, they will run and run and run, they will pass and pass and pass. And when you get someone like Haaland there, who have so much energy, so much strength there, and with the players like Silva, you get Foden, then you have like who else? Mares. All these players, they will run at you, they will make you tired, and they know how to create a space for you. They know how to create a goal for you.
See, this is where the danger is. Like this is where the
Yeah.
danger is. According to this stats set that the guy that I found earlier,
Mm.
the one team that has been scoring most of the goals early is only Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea, plus only City.
Yep.
And if you look at how they started in the past few matches, it's crazy. There
It's
seems
crazy.
to be a few plays like how
Hmm.
NBA coaches draw plays. There seems to be a
Correct.
few plays that Pep is drawing out
Hmm.
to tell them hit these 5 passes and you will get a shot on goal.
Hmm.
And I see they seem to be doing it. A lot of it seems to be starting with Ike Gundogan and Phil Foden. That's what I feel. I've seen
Hmm.
that. I've seen it, man. These two guys are playing with their chemistry is very good. De Bruyne, I'm
Yeah.
leaving out. That's world class. That's
Yep.
every play,
But I think
everywhere.
yeah, I think by blocking out lah. I mean, in a way, blocking out Foden and Gundogan if he is starting, we may be able to do something about it, because like for Haaland, right? If there's no, he's the type of player that does not create chance for himself. He's basically, you give me the ball, I will score the goal for you. I will run, I will make the runs, I will make the what you call the positional play. But he's not like Mbappe where he will create chance, dribble, and anything. He don't do that. That's not his style of play. So if we can unlock the supply of goals, a supply to the goal, then I think we can actually do something about it. But again, with the midfield that we have, I don't know how are we going to play that, because like if you block Foden, we block Gundogan, we got De Bruyne, then we have possibly Mares on the right. No, so there's a lot of possibilities. So and they have Grealish as well. Grealish have not hit top form yet. So I really don't know how we're going to do this, man.
We need to not concede a goal early.
Yes.
I gotta put that. I gotta emphasize that like a MF. Yo,
Yep.
if we if we go a goal down by in 10 minutes,
Okay.
It's going to be
Um,
one tough game, man.
on the bright side, um, there are chances like goals conceded right for City. The the first first half actually they're equal as us, United, in the amounts of goals they scored 67% in the first half.
All right.
Goals let in, sorry, clean sheet
Mhm.
67%, same like us. And then second half clean sheet, both is about the same. It's just that we conceded more goals in the first half compared to them.
And if you look at how many matches, 8 matches, this is nine,
Yeah,
guys. Look at this
but
shit,
but I
man.
think I think the our the statistics are showing here is simply because that four goals we let in against Brentford in the first half.
Mm.
Yeah, that kind of screwed up our numbers a little bit. But
Mm.
overall, I don't see them that much difference compared to us. If you want to
Well,
put it that way, lah.
I think there is because I feel that here is more of a looking by the stats is more of a team effort here.
Yeah, yeah.
Here it seems like this top heavy. Rashford, Sancho, Bruno, Anthony. Five, 6, 7 goals. Here, how
Hmm.
many? 11, 12, 11 plus 8, 19. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, never mind. What?
Hmm. But look at that, lah. Look at
5,
Haaland.
6, 7,
Look at
19.
their
Look at
top
that.
scorer. Look at their top
19,
11,
chat to
11,
5,
11,
7, 19 to 7,
11
almost
goals.
three times. Yeah. Now look at the assists, right? Again, is Rashford our worst player, no
Mhm.
form, blah, 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 not an out and out striker. Fucking Rashford is the lead assists and lead goals 3 and 2. And look, six guys. Six. Bernardo 3. Foden striker. I think it's a striker 2. This MF John fucking Stones also got 2. Now, first goals. Sancho, yeah, he's been scoring a lot first, so it's alright. But this one, I think for our team, the stats don't mean shit because we're still finding our feet. But look
Mhm.
here, that's why I feel there's a very big difference, and I'm very worried. I don't know how you can say you don't feel much different. I mean, I like your confidence, but I don't
I
know,
mean,
bro. How
I'm
lah?
looking at it in terms of the percentage. There's not much difference, but by looking at the amount of goals they scored,
I mean,
I don't know, man.
yeah, the percentage for the time
Yeah,
they score the goals doesn't say how many. It
yeah,
could be the first 30 minutes, 4 hours
yeah,
is one.
yeah. Well, on the bright side, McTominay is leading in terms of yellow card. We are leading in cards. It's okay.
How come Lisandro there? Lisandro, I was looking there. Two,
Two only,
4.
Ah.
Look at these guys, man. Look how they're playing. You see,
Yeah.
it's a sign, chat, if you all are here. When you see this kind of stab with so many yellow card means sometimes a bit kalam. Some cards are shit. Sometimes I think referee give us card, don't give the other fucker card. Fuck
Yep.
them. But it just goes to show the incredible kalam shit that's going on in Manchester United.
I,
4,
I, I think
6,
they get
10,
lesser.
14.
I think they get lesser yellow cards because they're always holding the ball. They don't have to tackle.
What the fuck, man? 14 yellow cards to 5. Yo, okay, look, man. The stats all aside, this I wanted to bring. This is quite nice. I like this. These are pretty cool stats here.
Hmm.
Now, why I brought that up today is because when I want to break down like a game like this these days, with all this fancy shit around there, I feel I don't like stats that much, but I feel this one plays a part.
Yep.
Why? It goes to say the form of the team. I'm looking at this, trying to take everything in, and you look at the names of the players that are coming up with all these important stats. Ours is just the top front three. You need mainly four, want to say four, maybe can lah. Bruno, Rashford, Sancho, and Anthony. But it seems they're more Rashford, Sancho. They're the ones. City can get goals from anywhere. Gundogan can score, Foden can score, Grealish can score, Haaland can definitely score, and whoever else in between can get a nick a goal here and there. So here is where the question comes in: where which area will be the most crucial part of the game tomorrow? Which area of the team will be the deciding factor tomorrow? You go.
Midfield. You lose the midfield battle against City, you're dead. Look at what they did to us last season. They ran all over us in the midfield. So if we can't get hold of the midfield, because their midfield, they got so many creators over there, they will outpass you. They'll outpass you. They'll outnumber you. We need to gain control in the midfield. I mean, we know if our defense plays, if you have the same defense that's playing, I know that there's some stability there. So the midfield will be the key area that we're going to be the biggest difference was going to be the midfield for me.
Who's the key player?
I think Ericsson. I mean, if you play back the same lineup, Ericsson and Bruno had to play a very key role because they are going to be the one that's going to be dictating the play, and McTominay is going to do what he's going to do. He's going to just kick everyone.
So you say Ericsson and who?
Bruno,
Okay, yeah, man.
because these two they need to dictate the play. They need to control because they're going against Bernardo Silva. They're going to go against Rodri. They're going to go against who else? Let me see. De Bruyne. You're going to get Foden coming in to assist as well. Grealish may be coming in to assist as well. We've got all these players there. So we need to be able to find a way to neutralize them. We did actually, if you remember the game we won back during the lockdown when the stadium was empty. I think not the stadium, the last game before the lockdown happened.
You beat City or 2-1.
Yes, the one that McTominay scored that goal.
Uh, uh,
Yeah, we won based on just pure running. We outran them, we outpassed them, we out physic them. Because if you look at him, the midfield is not very physical. We can be more physical than them, and that's the only way. It's just like what we did against Arsenal. Just be more physical than them. That's the only way we can overcome this. I don't see any other way because Guardiola's style of play. I don't know. When you look at it, right, when he plays against a more physical team, they struggle. So, and if we have the technique and the physicality, there is a chance. Okay, I'm not saying that we will, but there is a chance that we can actually outmuscle them.
if if I want to say how City lost, I think one of their worst losses was against Madrid in the semi-finals of the Champions League last
Mm-hmm,
season. I watched that game. Mm, if I had to say why they lost, I would say Madrid played better and they seem to have some lucky charm about them.
mm-hmm,
I think Carlo Ancelotti had the right strategy,
mm-hmm,
tactics to beat Pep, because Pep very tactical.
mm-hmm,
For this game tomorrow, everything you said holds true. Then midfield is probably where the battle will be won. But I had some time to think about it, and I think it's going to be in defense because I feel like our top half, they know how to score.
mm-hmm,
I think they will be geared up to play this game because they feel good spirits and they have good momentum. I also don't know how this slipped my mind, and I did not mention it in the previous pod, where Eric Ten Hag was also a participant and a runner in that 13.6 kilometer run when he punished them.
Oh,
And
so
by the
he
way, before
joined them.
yeah, he joined them. Before I continue, Matthew, I agree with you because I said this just now to Junsen when he said he doesn't feel any difference. I said new management, new style, and team steady playing for a while. So what I found out was Eric Ten Hag came there that morning and he also ran. So when the players came, they didn't know what to expect. They know they fucked up, lost 4-0, something's going to
Mm-hmm,
happen. When they arrived, he said, today you're going to be punished. You're going to run the same amount. He showed them the stats, whatever. He said, you're going to run. Every player was pissed. Then suddenly they see Ten Hag on the side there lacing up his boots. And then as they all change their boots and all, okay, since they're going jogging, they are not doing football activity. They change their boots, start running. This fella start join them. And while it was of course tough for the players, but they are
mm-hmm.
fucking elite.
Yeah, they
It
bring
was very, very
paid
hard
like
for Ten
six
Hag.
figure a week.
Yeah, it was very, very hard for Ten Hag. And they saw him dying out there. He really busted his lung. And they said, you know what? He's also taking, he's also, he's
He's part
showing that
one of
he's
us, lah.
culpable. Yeah. And
Mm-hmm,
he's not immune. And that he also wants to shoulder some of the responsibility.
mm-hmm,
So what happened from that, the fallout from that was when they went into the Liverpool game, they knew that they needed that kind of intensity where your coach is super pissed at you. He's going to drop all of you and he's asked you to run 14 kilometers, but then he also joined you. If I'm a player, they'll fuck with me, a little bit. I'm like, hey,
Yep.
yo, what's up, coach? What's happening, yo? And then coach come like, hey, man, y'all motherfuckers play a shit, man, on your fucking run 14 kilometers. Damn, coach, you cold, man. You cold-blooded, coach. Suddenly you go, fuck, bitch about coach, coach is an asshole.
And suddenly he start running with you.
And then suddenly you're going there on the thing, supposed to run on the track. You say, God damn, man, homeboy's with us. The fuck? And then as you're running, I'm sure you're watching him. Seeing him fucking, vomiting and shit, can't breathe. What the fuck? It's my coach,
50
man.
year old 50-year-old man
And
running
he's going
with your
yeah. And he's going to shout at me, shout at De Gea, like when De Gea kick the ball out. What the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
That fuck with the players, man. It Change their mentality.
Shifted their mindset.
Shifted their mindset. Exactly.
Mhm.
So when they went into the Liverpool game, they nailed it. So that's why I was worried with the VSM that we had, the violent speed and momentum that we had, and now we're kind of losing it. My opinion is going to make a bit of a difference. Going to be different. Now, striker problem, we sorted. We didn't sort the striker problem. I think is Ronaldo going to start lah?
It's going to be him.
100% lah. It's going to be him lah.
He's going to experiment. I hope we don't experiment again lah.
I tell you, man, I don't think he's going to be able to score. I think City are too solid. So that okay, the defense scout team, all these players are injured. Where I think the difference will be made is in the defense because I want to see Lisandro get at this fuck. This bloody Frankenstein fuck. I want him to go in there and get under this motherfucker's skin so much.
I want him to become like Salah. He
Like
screwed
Salah?
Salah over, man. Yeah. Like how he blocked off Salah now, they say that because of Martinez, right? Because of Martinez. And now Salah just couldn't play properly already.
I mean, I every time when
I don't know whether it's true or not,
Salah, I always thought Malasia, but yeah,
Malasia was one, but Martinez
right,
also, yeah.
So I'm hoping tomorrow, since Lisandro is the number one and Varane is the number two, number one always goes in for the tackles.
Yep.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers, y'all better get under this motherfucker's skin, man. Like how he played against after Gabriel Jesus, how they threw him around like a rag doll. I want double that. How they played against Arsenal, how they were holding out in that midfield transition. I want double that.
Yep.
Because I want them to really hurt this fella in that first 10-15 minutes where they're 13% scoring, able to score goals. Moment he gets the ball, man, get under him. If he tries to run behind you, you check him. If he tries to run in front of you, you check him. You check him from minute number 1.
Yep.
You frustrate him to fucking high heavens. Because I just watched some Manchester City replays today, all right, from back in the day, and I forgot that Alf Haaland, his father, Alf Inge Haaland, was actually fucking City's captain. Yeah. I forgot that, man.
He was in the midfield.
He was City's captain. And you go and look at the way he tackled back in the day. Damn, man. It was ugly.
Yep.
It was ugly tackle. So no wonder, I wonder when Roy Keane actually pulled his hamstring, he went and shouted him because that's the English game. No, it's rough. But if I were Roy Keane, I would have taken offense to that. Because you make me look stupid in front of everybody when I actually tore my hamstring. Man, shut
No, not his hamstring. His ACL.
Oh, ACL. Oh, okay. ACL.
Yeah, he tore his ACL. So, then he was saying the day what he shouted at him, don't fake it, like
don't fake it. Yeah,
you're faking
it.
We was like, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna kick you.
Kick your ass
so hard.
So it was captain against captain, I guess, and he went at him. So I'm like, so half was a bit rough. So hey man, you won't mind it then, tomorrow, we're gonna kick your son around a little bit. I think your son said he can't even mention our name, right? Hey, no problem, man. We fuck his legs up. I'm telling you, man.
You won't be able to mention this forever.
Don't say. You can sit in the hospital and shut the fuck up. No, I want us to get in there and get under the skin. I want us to go and get some hard tackles. I want us to get in there, check him, don't let him move. I want us to throw him around. And I hope the referee allows a derby game to play because we finally got a coach who's got some nuts. He's got big-ass gonads. He don't give a fuck about nobody. He just wants to go in there and beat everybody. Finally, lah. I mean, I'm not saying Ole all don't do it. Ole were kind of... Players, players, coach. This fella is not. This fella is a coach. I don't give a fuck, man. I'll be friends with you, but, you better respect me first. You know what I'm saying? Pep, I like Pep. I like that. But it's very concerning. But the boy is really too good. Too fucking good.
11
so
goals.
Why? I will leave it at that. I will say, I think where the key...
50% goals, man. 50% of the goals.
Ridiculous, man. And hardly any crazy shots on goal. So he doesn't know how to dribble the ball. But he just knows how to put the fucking ball behind the net, and he's strong and tall. I don't know, man. For real, man. We defense is going to be key. I hope they can. In my opinion, I hope they can sort this motherfucker out. Elanga, Anthony, Sancho. Huh?
Interesting, though.
So Anthony will play as the striker, is it?
I think it's going to be fluid.
I
think Ilanga or Sancho will play center.
If they play striker, so I seem like they might have. I feel like they might have to do a lot of defending, and we might have to get the goal on the counter.
Ruben Diaz is playing well. Ruben Diaz is playing well, man. He's quite solid. Rodri.
Rodri is doing well.
Ek or Eki.
He's injured, right?
Yeah, he's injured.
And he's from Holland. I know. I asked in the group. I always thought he was. I thought he was English. Like, I can't
Yeah,
give a fuck about England lah.
I mean he's
But
been
I just want to.
with Chelsea for a long time since the youth days lah.
I didn't know he was Dutch. Anyway, I just want to put it out there, man. Fuck England lah.
Nah,
All you boys, all you guys, all
too much
supporting
lah.
England out there, man. Fuck England, guys. Support Brazil, yo.
I
Gareth
watch
Southgate.
I watch the England matches because there's a lot of MU players back then, so that's
Yeah,
why I
yeah, I
follow.
know. We said it before. Already. We know
Yeah,
there's
man.
a lot of English players. I mean, there are English
We
players in the
knows them
England
lah. We
team.
know them lah. It's
So we
easy
follow
lah.
the EPL, so we follow. Fuck England. Let me tell you, fuck England. Support Brazil. Okay? End of story. I don't give a shit about England. I really don't give a fuck how England does. Okay? England, when Manchester United players go and play for England, they seem to come back and be worse. When they're playing for Manchester United, just playing for us, they seem to be doing well. But every time I go for fucking whatever fuck up, come back, sure. Who has gone for an international tournament with England and come back and fucking aced it?
Mm-hmm.
They go and screw up, come back, they play better. Beckham time.
Mm-hmm.
Euro came back, when they reached final, came back, all fuck up. One whole fucking year form gone. Harry Maguire still fucking up from back then.
Yep.
When have we ever gone? England has ever fucking gone and played whatever and come back and done well for Manchester United? Never. Even Rooney, you saw in this documentary, the movie I went and watched, it's shit. Rooney's that movie, the whatever, whoever
That
sponsored it, it's shit. It's rubbish. It's terrible.
really, yeah.
The only
Thank
thing
God I
that
didn't watch
nice
that.
the only thing that nice that if when he came out there when he played in that World Cup, he actually was carrying an injury, and I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't believe it. he said I was injured the whole time. I was like, what? You played like nothing happened. He said, yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Guts.
No players will tell.
No player ain't
No
going to
player will
miss.
tell. They want
Not
to
gonna miss
play.
out. Come on, man, World Cup, man. So that's what I'm saying. Fuck England. They fuck my club up, lah. Seriously, for fuck's sake. Fuck fucking supporting Brazil.
Come on, now
So
look at what they did with Paul Scholes, man. What a waste.
never used him, yeah. Never knew how to use him. It's always Gerrard, Lampard.
We put
Three
him
of
on the
them gonna
left.
rotate for striker, three of them rotating in the center. Yeah, they probably might do that, but that doesn't fill me with confidence that we might get goals.
Mhm.
And that's my concern. We need goals to win. 0-0 draw. Oof. Man, I'll tell you.
I
Man
think
City,
tomorrow the main highlight will be, sad to say, will be Haaland lah. He will be the highlight lah.
tomorrow in the interview, is it?
No, I mean not tomorrow. I mean the match.
The match.
The
Yes,
match.
yes. Yeah,
Haaland.
tomorrow the interview will be interesting to see who comes up.
Yep.
Okay. What else I wanted to talk about? We're freestyling already. Excuse me. Sorry. Freestyling. Hey, you know, let me just talk about this lah. Fuck it.
Okay.
Gareth Southgate picking Harry Maguire. Let me tell you why I feel. Gareth Southgate played defensive. They played as a centre back later on in his career because he couldn't run as fast, right? And I think because Maguire has been with him for many games, there's a little bit of loyalty there, and he feels bad. He's still human being, what? So when you got a kid like that, and Gareth Southgate is not old, he's young, he can relate to the players. He can. He's not fucking Fabio Capello. I think he felt bad, and because they had such a journey together for long, he has that
Yep.
trust. The stupid thing is, when you got World Cup coming, right, and your player is playing so badly, you don't have to continue to have faith in him. He can go if he's not showing it on the training ground. Don't have faith in him and play him in the fucking thing when he has no matches under his belt. Now he went and tore his hamstring or whatever leg, whatever. He's got a problem. So this is the problem with England every time. They don't have the guts to make the changes. They don't have the guts to take the player that is not injured. They still want to try and test the players that are injured. And that's what the fucking thing happens with the issue lah. With the thing they never win anything.
No, that's a funny thing, I know. If you look at Southgate, right, initially during his earlier days as an England coach or England manager, he tend to pick players that is based on form.
Correct.
He say
Merit.
I don't. Yeah, he said I don't pick players based on their club or Big Six or whatever. But now he's doing it. So
I'm glad
he's
you
like,
said that. I'm
yeah,
glad you follow. You see
what happened
what
in
the
between?
fuck happened?
Yeah,
You
did
had
he
all
succumb
that.
to what pressure?
Right. He became part of the institution now. Equal like what everyone else did, like Glenn Hoddle all did last time, taking players who were big names. They don't fit into the fucking team. Lucky they made the Euro. Excuse me. Lucky they made Euro '96. No, because Gascoigne was there, man. Fucking Paul Gascoigne. It's the shit.
Actually, the Euro '96 team is freaking Ghana's way. You
Oh,
look
good,
at it,
man.
right?
Alan Shearer. Who else?
David
I can't remember.
Betty, they got
They-
Paul Ince.
There's some crazy guys way, and they
Tony
play
Adams.
okay, Tony Adams. They were playing
Freaking
okay,
Nigel
Martin,
Winterburn.
Nigel Winterman, the defense all were Arsenal fellas. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
They're playing so well.
David
Now,
Seaman.
David, yeah.
Damn,
Now it's
man.
become all like, Hey, but why? Oh, I heard this. Now they said something about it being socially marketable players. Socially marketable. What's the word for it?
Marketable lah.
Socially marketable. Fuck.
Socially
Marketable
appealing.
players. And so that's why they want to take this player. They don't want to take some player who's not showing form or whatever, maybe like a James Garner or whoever the fuck else. I didn't really
Mhm.
follow. I don't know who's in the team except this fella. So if they're pressuring him to take this fucking player, then forget about winning the World Cup. Lah.
I mean, there were also a lot of debates with saying that why everyone say, oh, who's going to play defense for England? And they said there's two really informed England defenders that's not playing in England. And that's Tomori and Chris Smalling. And two
Chris
of them,
Smalling, Chris Smalling, they are saying he's on form. Is
he's
he
on
playing
form.
well in
Roma is
Roma now?
playing well. Roma is doing
Oh,
damn well.
was it?
Tomori, of course, Tomori won the Serie A last season in the AC Milan team. And he can't even make it into this England squad. What's going on, man? Ooh, nice. Nice.
Swap the Doraemon to this one, and I cleaned it up also.
Wait, your escape button is it a United logo? Oh no, it's
No,
not. I thought it was a United logo or the Doraemon bell.
yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
Doraemon's bell. I'm messing around with the keycaps. Right? I thought take the Doraemon keycap, put here, and see how it feels
Oh,
because the switches in the middle. I'll show
mhm.
you the pink one.
Oh, guess who decided to join in the show as well?
Oh, hey, boss,
I found the
how are
book.
you? How are you, boss? Yeah,
It was
I need to
hiding
get
in
the book.
the. This is a good book, man. I can borrow you, man, if you want.
I need to read the. That's one of the
Yeah,
books I haven't read yet.
it's a good book, man. Good book. I learned a lot from him. Leadership,
Boss, I'm gonna give you that, and I'm
leadership.
gonna bring that one
It's a good book, man.
to
It's
swap.
a good book.
There. So this is the difference in the switch.
Ah,
So the
nice.
top one, red one, is the old one, the ori one.
Mm-hmm.
Then this one, bottom one, is the new one, pink
Mm-hmm.
color. So it's a bit different, linear. Sound also a bit different. I thought
Mm-hmm.
change it and this. Try for fun.
Oh, but one player that actually played well was Shaw. He's starting to
Yeah,
get back his form.
that goal was okay,
And
rebound goal, Rembad between
and
the legs.
yeah, and I saw they did there's one picture they showed when he was wearing some sleeveless shirt, and he looks freaking fit. And know what they say? This is actually what Ten Hag wanted from all his players. He controlled their meals. He controlled their regime, their exercise routine, because he said he wanted to make sure that their BMI is all on a healthy level and the good numbers. So he makes sure everybody is fit, and Shaw is actually reaping from it, lah, in a way.
Yeah, good for him.
Yep.
Good for him. He has already resigned himself to knowing he's on the bench. Hey, good man, stay on the bench.
Hmm.
Recover properly, bro. Don't worry. Just be ready to play all these cup fucking
Yep.
games that are coming. Because the
Yeah,
matches,
and we know how Ten Hag plays also, because Ten Hag actually see if the players can fit, he will play.
yeah.
You earn your place, you play.
Like I
I
think
like
from
that, man.
now, from now until the World Cup, 2 months, we have 18. How many games? 11 or 15 or something. 18
Mhm.
games to play. That's a lot of fucking matches. So
Yep,
don't worry. You get your chance, Shaw, my boy.
yep.
You get a
Definitely get
chance
a
to play.
chance.
You just gotta bide your time because right now team's playing well.
Mhm.
No need to force yourself in. Unless you can play as a striker, lah. We have no
We,
fucking
we need
striker.
one. We need one now, man.
Then we need one. Don't know whether guys like Ganacho. Somebody asked that day. I saw one of the show whether Nathaniel something Klein. What's his name?
Uh,
Clive Klein starts with C. Something
the
one kid. Charlie.
uh-huh.
Charlie.
Charlie McNeil.
Ah, Charlie.
Charlie
That one.
McNeil.
That one.
Charlie
They asked whether
McNeil. Yes, Charlie McNeil. He's
who.
a
What position does he play?
striker. That
Oh,
guy
there
had
you go.
the guy. There's two. One Joe Hugill and Charlie McNeil. These two fellas has been scoring non-stop for the youth team.
Right. So somebody asked whether Charlie McNeil could be
Mm.
yo, if I see one of these kids, I would love it.
Yeah,
Kids
yeah. I want
playing
to see
against
him, man.
City.
Oh, and imagine like what Rashford did, score the
Oh
goal
man.
on his
Or like what
debut.
Foden did. My
Yeah,
God.
Foden, Rashford, Martial against Liverpool.
Martial. No, that would be nice.
Mm.
Because it's just disappointing to see this. They are promising strikers, correct. Because it's very disappointing to see that Marshall just keeps getting injured. Like he's injured so much.
Thigh
How
injury,
can
right? His
yeah,
thigh
thigh
injury.
injury now? Don't know. I think it's all related
The
lah, one
last
after the
game,
other.
the last game he played was with against Liverpool lah. That was that last game lah.
Yeah, correct. Against Liverpool. So it's very hard to rely on players like this. Lah. All these guys all like I sad to say have to go at the end of the season. Maguire, Martial, these are more of the players we need to start slowly phasing out and get Jude Bellingham in, man.
Yeah, man.
I
That's
mean, for sure.
shoot. That guy is insane. Way. It's damn good.
Yes. Very good. Like, what do you think will be the score tomorrow? Us and City.
I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. I mean, if you get a draw, a 1-1 or a 0-0, I'm actually very happy already. Um, I don't put too much hope. I won't say that we may win. If we win, it's a real big bonus. I will take a draw, but looking at it, I think it's going to be 1-0, 2-0. I know Haaland's going to score. Unfortunately, this I don't know. This time I don't know. I'm not too sure.
So you say we might lose 1
We
0 2
might
0
lose. We
loss.
might lose. Because it's
You know,
a
hard
home. It's a home game for City,
City.
and our away form I wouldn't really say that great as well.
See, we're not scoring very freely. So I cannot put any goals for us against the best team in the league.
And yeah,
I can't. I can't.
I can't tell really. It's tight, man.
It's that, I mean, look. I'll be honest. I mean, of course, I want us to win, but I got to lean more towards a draw or loss, lah. I think bit hard. Like I feel if we don't concede in the first half,
Then we
I
have a
think we
chance.
got a great fucking chance to win.
Yes.
Okay, don't concede a goal in the first half. Come on, second half. I think we'll be well rested, like well tuned with the sound and everything, and we would have breathed a sigh of relief. Now we're not letting in goals like last time. Second half start, first 5 minutes, goal masuk already.
and,
Oh,
on-
like fuck.
and on another bright side, we may have found a way to stop De Bruyne, thanks to Van Gaal.
Why? What? Oh,
Oh, you know, Van Gaal actually brought in Malaysia to play as a center defender,
oh. Okay,
just
okay.
to block out De Bruyne. He did the Park Ji Song lah.
Yeah,
He did the
yeah.
Park Ji Song lah.
Yeah, man. I'm up for crazy shit. Like,
Yep.
as long as we don't
Let's do
lose
it, man.
tomorrow.
Yep.
If we get a draw, I think draw is very good because draw will send a message to the other teams to have a little bit of fear
That
upon us as well.
we are back.
Yeah, and it will build our confidence because we haven't lost a match in 4. We were building that momentum. Would have been great to play them then, but we lost that momentum. Fine, no problem. I hope everyone is not sick. I hope everyone is not injured. I hope we are 110% ready on Sunday to get in there and, try not to lose. If there's a card, like Matt said, like, yeah, red card,
Yeah.
no, that's why I said earlier, I hope the referee is
Yeah.
someone that, is
Lenient a bit.
lenient.
Let us play.
Let Martinez make those tackles. Don't simply go one tackle straight away. Warning, fucker, relax lah. It's derby game, man. I know lah, you're City fans, but
Do you think they will start Casemiro?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
I think it'll be too much. If he does, I think it's a mistake.
Yeah.
I think it's a mistake. I think if he starts Casemiro tomorrow in the midfield with Scott McTominay or Casemiro and Ericsson, whichever combination, I think
lah.
a big mistake because he hasn't started him in any fucking game except
The loss lah. The Real Sociedad.
he started that game.
Yeah, he started the game with Ericsson. That didn't work that well. He just made a mistake though.
Yeah, he didn't have a good touch on the ball. He was kind of chasing the game a little bit. He wasn't reading it well. I'm a bit perplexed because Scott McTominay has kept him out. If he suddenly starts, I hope he has a particular role and he sticks to that and he does that and he works out. My thinking is it won't work out because Kevin De Bruyne is too creative. Ike Gundogan is on form. Phil Foden is finding his stride. Fuck Haaland. So we're dead. So for him to suddenly come here now and change and put Casemiro, in my opinion, it'll be a mistake, or you better stick to that familiarity.
Stick with
I'm
some
scared, lah. I'm scared.
team
I'm
that's
scared.
been playing together for a while lah.
I'm nervous. I feel one small mistake will be punished badly by City because they know how to play. We don't. We're still finding our feet.
Yep.
That communication thing is still not very good with us. Number 2. So I'm scared, lah. I'm scared. If he
Let's
plays
just pray for the
Casemiro.
best, man. Let's just pray for the best.
Yeah.
Because McTominay was pulled out from the team right the
He
day.
didn't start that day, Scotland. I was watching the
Um,
highlights. Second game or
I
first
think
game?
I think the day he got injured or something like that, right? Or he got subbed out
Oh.
quite early.
Oh shit.
But let me just
But
see.
it wasn't bad because from what I checked this
Yeah.
now, injury concerns, they said nobody except Maguire. So shit. Look at how the fucking tune changed, man. All of a sudden now we are worried. Oh, McTominay not starting. If I'm saying shit, man. And so he said, boss, I know you're vindicated, but don't gloat. He's like, ah man, something is the world class. And we are like, oh man, Scott McTominay ain't shit. He can't play shit. Now it's like, oh my god, Scott McTominay not starting. Oh my god. Look at me. Even me, I'm talking about myself.
No, but but
I'm talking
but
about
really,
myself.
I give it to Ten Hag for transforming Scott McTominay to the player that we expected him to be.
Fair, man. The guy is a fucking
Yeah.
psychologist.
Yep.
He's fucking Fraser Crane,
Yep.
Dr. Phil, all in one, man. What the fuck
Mhm.
did he do, man? There's some good ass Dutch
Good
lady
as well.
milk over there, man. Some probably he probably was some good seeds, weed seeds, and grew in Old Trafford. No, tell the boys to smoke.
Or
Put in the
okay.
tea.
It wasn't injured. Wasn't injured. Sorry.
He's not injured,
They
huh?
they they
Okay.
they, they sub him out early because he was already with a yellow card, so they don't want him to take another one. Then
But he got it still, right?
I mean he picked up a late yellow card.
Then
Yeah. Mm. Then after that, the next game, they said that some nasty illness traveling through the Scottish camp,
oh, okay.
and McTominay might have dodged the bullet.
Okay, good. That's good.
Mhm.
That's good. That's good. How crazy is this? It just suddenly dawned on me. We're talking about Scott McTominay as
If you
uh uh
tell us the same thing last season, right? If you say next season, Scott McTominay will be one of our main key player,
fuck
and we
that.
bought Casemiro, and he's not starting. And Scott
That's right.
McTominay is
I would have
keeping
I would
Casemiro
have told
out the
you
team.
I've told you go and check your brains. If you told me that last time, I tell you go check your brain. But look how this thing has turned, huh?
Yeah, man.
My guys, this thing is just I
Hey,
love this, man.
this is what happened when you get a good coach, man. This is what happened when you get a good coach. Yeah. You remember the show Coach Carter?
Hey,
He
y'all
made from
start
the
dropping
team.
N bombs.
Yep.
I drop.
Yep. From the team that is always losing became the untouchables.
Teamwork, man. It's all about that teamwork. I think that running thing with them kind of proved that
Yep.
he's not the boss. I ain't the motherfucking boss. Here, I tell you what to do, and then you just shut the fuck up and do it. He was like, okay, I feel y'all, man,
I'm
because I
here
see the
with I'm in this with you all, man.
when this video, I can see your frustrations, and I can see the club run like shit. So let me just get with you all, lah. So I like that. Now, don't want to go. I want to close this out real soon. So draw or loss, sadly, we're trying to keep it real. But if
Mhm.
we win, man, the euphoria is going to be next level. I think we are a club that is on the rise, and we are striking fear into
Yes.
every fucking team in the
We are
Premier League right
moving
now.
the right direction.
We are moving in the right direction. We're moving up. I want because personally, I didn't like what Haaland said about my club. Cannot say name all that. I'm like, okay, I took that personally.
Yep.
Two, in order to chase defenders like this, strikers like this, you might have to do a tackle here and there. And I
Mhm.
hope we don't have get carded early because that will change everything.
Mhm.
And I want a lenient game. We need to be able to play rough tomorrow in order to win. I feel
We need a
because
bloody game, man.
we
We
need
need
a
a
bloody
bloody
game
game.
because we are not going to pass City out of the pitch. I don't think we can. We're not that good. And I don't think our cohesion is there yet. So we
Mhm.
really need everything to fall into place. I am fucking excited. I'm looking forward to it. I want all of you watching this now, watching this later, Sunday, tune in for the reaction. I know you all will have a ton of fucking things to say.
Mhm.
The
Join
match is
us,
played
man.
by 10:30. Join us
Join
for
us.
an hour, 45 minutes. Just come have your quick say. Let's see what's up.
Let
Put
it
it
all
on
out, man.
record.
Let it all
Put
out.
it online. Put it all out. And until then, thank you all so much for tuning in, man. Peace out. God, I hope we win, man. The way we're talking about football now is just crazy, man. Scott McTominay must play. Casemiro scared to start. What the
We
fuck?
are worried about my stomach, Tommy.
I love it.